Mercury. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun, but that doesn't mean it stays hot all the time. Instead, it's a planet of extreme temperature swings. During the day, surface temperatures can reach around 430 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt metal. At night, with almost no atmosphere to hold heat, temperatures plunge to negative 180 degrees Celsius. This happens because Mercury doesn't have a proper atmosphere, only a very thin exosphere that can't trap warmth. There's no weather, no clouds, and no protection from space. On top of that, Mercury is constantly bombarded by intense solar radiation, receiving nearly 7 times more solar energy than Earth. Landing on Mercury would be extremely difficult. The surface is covered in craters, cliffs, and uneven terrain. Because there's almost no air resistance, slowing down a spacecraft is much harder, increasing the risk of a high-speed impact. Daytime landings are impossible due to the heat. Nighttime landings aren't any better, as temperatures fall far below what modern spacesuits can handle. The only realistic option would be landing in the Terminator zone, but even there, temperatures change quickly and remain dangerous. Venus. Venus is the closest planet to Earth, sometimes only 40 million kilometers away, which makes the journey relatively short. Its size and gravity are also very similar to Earth's, so movement wouldn't feel unfamiliar. The real danger begins as you enter the atmosphere. Venus is surrounded by thick yellow clouds made of sulfuric acid, a highly corrosive substance. Without a fully sealed suit, exposure would be fatal in seconds. As you descend, visibility drops dramatically. The atmosphere becomes incredibly dense and is made mostly of carbon dioxide. Only about 10% of sunlight reaches the surface, making the planet surprisingly dark. Surface temperatures reach around 450 degrees Celsius, and the pressure is roughly 92 times greater than Earth's atmospheric pressure. This pressure alone is enough to crush most spacecraft. Even if a suit survived the heat, it would quickly fail under the pressure. Mars. Mars is the second closest planet to Earth, and often considered the most suitable for human exploration. Compared to Mercury and Venus, its temperatures are far less extreme. In some regions, daytime temperatures can reach 20 degrees Celsius. However, once the sun sets, temperatures can drop to negative 130 degrees Celsius, especially near the poles. Mars also has a very thin atmosphere, made mostly of carbon dioxide, with only trace amounts of oxygen. There's not nearly enough breathable air to survive without life support. The thin atmosphere also provides little protection from radiation. On average, radiation levels on Mars are 40 to 50 times higher than on Earth, which poses serious long-term health risks. Another challenge is dust storms. Mars regularly experiences massive storms with wind speeds up to 100 kilometers per hour, sometimes covering the entire planet. These storms can block sunlight and damage equipment. Jupiter. Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system and one of the most dangerous places imaginable. Unlike rocky planets, Jupiter has no solid surface, only layers of gas that become increasingly hostile the deeper you go. Even far from the planet, Jupiter's intense radiation would be lethal. But assuming a hypothetical suit that blocks radiation, the next problem is gravity. Jupiter's gravity is about 2.4 times stronger than Earth's, meaning you'd fall incredibly fast. The upper atmosphere is filled with frozen ammonia clouds at temperatures around negative 150 degrees Celsius, with winds reaching speeds of up to 480 kilometers per hour. As you descend, pressure and temperature rise rapidly. Eventually, the gas begins to become so dense that it behaves like a liquid. Deeper still, hydrogen turns into metallic hydrogen, an extremely dense material that would trap and crush anything inside it. Near Jupiter's core, temperatures reach about 24,000 degrees Celsius, hotter than the surface of the sun. Survival at this point is completely impossible. Saturn. Saturn is the second largest planet in the solar system and is best known for its massive ring system. These rings are made of ice chunks, rocks, and debris, making navigation extremely dangerous. Saturn's atmosphere is mostly hydrogen and helium. As you enter it, you'd be met with winds reaching up to 1,800 kilometers per hour, stronger than any hurricane on Earth. Temperatures in the upper atmosphere can drop to negative 250 degrees Celsius, but as you descend, both temperature and pressure increase. Eventually, gases begin to transition into a liquid state. At Saturn's center lies a massive rocky core, estimated to be around 10 times the size of Earth, with temperatures reaching 11,700 degrees Celsius and pressure far beyond anything humans could withstand.
Uranus.
Uranus is an ice giant and the coldest planet in the solar system, with temperatures dropping below negative 220 degrees Celsius. It also rotates on its side, giving it extreme seasons. The atmosphere is toxic and filled with violent winds. As you descend, pressure increases rapidly, and ice particles slam into you from all directions. Deep within Uranus's atmosphere, extreme pressure causes methane to break apart, forming diamond rain. Winds here can reach speeds of 900 kilometers per hour. The pressure in these regions is more than 100 times Earth's, enough to crush almost any material. Neptune. Neptune is the farthest planet from the Sun, making it incredibly dark and cold in its outer layers. However, the planet's interior is intensely hot due to extreme pressure. Neptune's core temperature is estimated to be around 7,000 degrees Celsius, hotter than the surface of the Sun. Like Uranus, Neptune also experiences diamond rain caused by high pressure breaking down methane. Neptune has the strongest winds in the solar system, reaching supersonic speeds that would instantly destroy any spacecraft. In many ways, Neptune is similar to Uranus, but colder, windier, and just as deadly.